It is the Louisville Mini Maker Faire. It is coming to 4th Street Live. We'll have scientists. We'll have anyone who actually creates, engineers, people who know how to put things together. Should be very fun for those who are creative, and it's a family event as well. With me now, Brian Wagner. You're the president of Level 1 and Mini Maker, correct?
I am a maker, not very many. But yes, I'm president of Level 1.
All right, welcome. And Campbell Boyer, you are the co-founder of the Louisville Mini Maker Faire, right, Campbell?
Indeed.
Tell me a little bit about how this started. From what I understand, an event in San Francisco, correct? And you all kind of expanded on it and brought it here to Louisville, right?
Mesh of things happen, which
Okay.
is the way things happen in the maker space. Brian and some of his friends had been out in California, went to the original Maker Faire. Along a separate track here in Louisville, we were thinking, gee, we need a fair, a festival that would be fun, people could come to, wouldn't cost a lot, families could come, you could just be open to everybody. Dale Doherty, the founder of Make, which puts on the Maker Fairs and such, and Make Magazine, is a Louisville native, St. X grad. He was in town, we were having dinner, he goes, put on a Maker Faire. So it's kind of like, great, we'll put on a Maker Faire. What the heck's a Maker Faire? Luckily, we had some people who had been there before.
Oh, okay, now we're on. Okay, Brian, so when I say scientists, inventors, engineers, all of those folks will be there. So what is it to kind of inspire creativity? Is it to show people about some of their recent work? Or what exactly will take place at 4th Street?
Okay, well, you know, it's actually like a giant show and tell.
Okay, there we go. I like that.
It's a giant show and tell. I used to be a school teacher at Kentucky Country Day, and the KCD tent, we're going to be teaching how to solder. I don't know if you've ever soldered, but every piece of electronics out there in the world has solder in it in some form, and you can hand solder, and we're going to be teaching that.
From what I understand, there's a child component, like early, right? So the kids can come in the morning, early afternoon, up until 5 o'clock, and then it becomes more of an adult fair. Is that correct?
The biggest complaint we've had over the last few years is we love it, but you know what? We can't do this stuff because we're with our kids, or we feel bad knocking a kids out of a space. Some adults still knock kids out of spaces, but most of them feel kind of bad about it. So they said, can we do something in the evening?
Right.
Can we do something in the evening? Can we have something where it's really more adults get to actually play with these things and do stuff without feeling guilty? And also, can we do stuff that's perhaps a little bit further than some of the stuff the kids do?
Or you're seeing some of what you may see at 4th Street. Again, that happens on Saturday. It's noon to 5 for the kiddos, and then after that, the adults take over from 6 to 10. Okay, show me a little bit of sampling of what you do here, Brian.
Okay, so these are circuit boards that I designed and had manufactured in China. And basically, what we do is we take this pencil-looking thing. Anything metal here is hot and will burn you. So we always have a saying: if it smells like chicken, you're holding the wrong end. We melt a little bit of solder on there, and then we'll take. This is called well, it's a battery holder, and I will.
So if you're a creator, an inventor, an engineer, you're going to find this interesting. If you have a child who has interest in those arenas, they'll have a blast as well.
It's not just having a blast, John. It's part of the fun is, darn, how do I find my tribe? How do I find the other people who can help me do this? You were talking earlier about having a son who does some things and it's cool things. How do you, as an adult, once you've left college, find the people who are doing things? And if you have a child who's interested in this, how do you find the people who can help them take this further?
Take it to another level, yeah. Encourage them, right.
So, yes, it's a show and tell, but I always think of it as a way to find your tribe.
All right, Campbell, thank you. Brian, thank you as well. We're going to continue this. Let's show the information one more time on screen. Again, this happens Saturday. It is on the Louisville Mini Maker Faire, 4th Street Live. Again, noon to 5, kiddos. After that, and it's a free event, by the way, I want to remind you of that, adult activities from 6 to 10, open to the public, exhibits, interactive displays, inventions. You and the family should make it. That's all the information there on the screen. Gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. Again, it is the Louisville Mini Maker Faire. All right, coming up.